Assemble.
Many of us have been hooked on the Marvel Cinematic Universe for years now. For some, it's been a lifelong obsession. Even before the movies had came out, the comic books were an escape where anyone could become a hero. Years of build-up came to an epic conclusion during Avengers Endgame, and it left us all excited for the next phase to start. And now it has, with the incredible series WandaVision. But the intense season finale left us with a lot of questions, and we're here to answer at least one of them. This is what happened to White Vision in the WandaVision finale. Be warned, there are going to be major spoilers ahead for WandaVision and for other Marvel movies. But before we get into it, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, as well as hitting the post notification bell so you are always kept up to date with anything we put out. So first things first, where does WandaVision fit into the timeline of the MCU? It takes place about 3 weeks after Avengers Endgame and follows Wanda Maximoff and Vision leading their best lives in a small town. They're trying to hide who they really are from their neighbors while getting used to being newlyweds. But for some reason, everything feels a bit like a sitcom that goes to the ages, and something just feels a bit off. So, the couple suspects that things aren't entirely right. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany reprise their roles as Wanda and Vision, and the show is a great way to know Wanda and Vision better. In the movies, we really only see glimpses of who these characters are. The Avengers movies are so jam-packed full of characters and action that isn't always possible to completely get to know the supporting characters as well as we would like to. So, it was kind of nice to slow things down a bit and to get to know them more. The show had enough action to keep us hooked and to stay true to the feelings of the rest of the universe. But didn't Vision die like twice? Yes, he did. In the last few Avengers movies, the team was fighting Thanos from getting all the Infinity Stones. Without them, he would have been unable to complete his Infinity Gauntlet and snap half of the population out of existence. The only problem is that Vision is kept alive through the Mind Stone that is in his head, and that Thanos really wants. To keep the world safe, they would need to destroy the Mind Stone, but doing that would kill Vision. He is willing to die, but they take him to Wakanda in hopes that this nation will have the superior technology needed to extract the Mind Stone without killing Vision at the same time. At the same time, while all this is happening, Vision and Wanda have fallen in love and even tried to build a life together. We've been rooting for them for a few movies now, so we really wanted to see Shuri succeed in removing the Mind Stone from his head and saving him. Sadly, the Marvel creators enjoy breaking our hearts, and this was not meant to be. So, it was up to Wanda to destroy the Mind Stone for the good of humankind and kill her love while doing it. It was devastating, and it got worse. Thanos, being the not-so-nice guy that he was, had turned back time with the Time Stone to just before the Mind Stone was destroyed and violently pulled it out of Vision's head, forcing Wanda to watch her love die all over again. Now, after the events of Endgame and after the snap was reversed where a whole lot of people came back to life, Vision died before the snap, so this wouldn't include him. He was truly gone. So how is he alive in WandaVision? When WandaVision was originally announced, many of us were kind of confused. When would it be set? Would it play out before the events of Infinity War? But this is the Marvel Universe, and those guys don't make mistakes like that, so we should have all just enjoyed the ride. It turns out that WandaVision is a big fantasy that Wanda created out of her grief of losing Vision. It's really her way of living out her life that she feels that she would have had with Vision. So, she puts a hex on an entire town and forces them to play in this sitcom world where everything is like she wanted it to be. Vision's body, in the meantime, is being kept by another shadow organization which is trying to put him back together and reincarnate him. Remember, his mind originally came from Tony Stark's Jarvis AI. When they succeeded in bringing the body back to life, he became a White Vision, a Vision without memories or emotions. Basically, they take him back to being a computer program. What does he have on his forehead? We know that the Mind Stones were destroyed at the end of Endgame, and so it can't be the Mind Stone that's now giving life to the White Vision. So, what is on his forehead in place where the Mind Stone used to be? Honestly, we're not sure. Now, some have speculated that it could be part of the Tesseract, but we'll just have to wait and see. His goal. In episode 9, White Vision attacks Wanda and almost kills her. Then her quote-unquote conditional vision stops him, and the two versions of Visions fight each other. While Vision states that he was really after Vision to destroy him, but since that version of Vision isn't real and only really a memory, it seems that his goal is really to destroy himself. White Vision is the one who has the real Vision's body, so that would make sense. To help him, Vision restores his memories from all the years before. After this, White Vision leaves, and we don't know what happens to him from then on. So, are Vision and White Vision the same? Not really. Vision comes out of the memories that Wanda has of man that she loves, but that man might be gone forever. A big part of the Vision character in the movies and during the show was his emotions and that he is driven by love. That love overrides the computer side of him and helps him to balance out his AI side with his more human side. For example, in the movies, there's a scene that Thanos was planning to make sense. Getting rid of half the population could be better for the rest of mankind. So, if Vision was just a computer that worked only on members and statistics, he might have ended up agreeing with Thanos. But because he was so much more and was a being with emotions, he could understand that this was not the best way to go. There was so much more at stake than what the numbers could tell you. That is why he was willing to sacrifice himself in the end. So, take away those qualities and he's completely different. Now, the White Vision has his memories back and he might become more real like the real Vision, but we'll just have to see if he gets his emotions back too. And without the Mind Stone driving him, it might not even be possible. So, will White Vision end up being a hero or a villain? That is left up in the air as well. Like I said, without the emotions that drove the real Vision, White Vision can be pretty much anything. So, we don't know. At the moment, he's a bit like Bucky Barnes during Winter Soldier, a soldier without any real compass to guide him. Bucky found his way back and returned to the side of the good guys, so there is hope for White Vision, but at the same time, he did almost kill Wanda, so it might be a long journey for him to take back to that place of becoming a hero, if he ever does. So, why did they leave his ending so open? Because, simply put, this was not his story. That was the story of Wanda and of her memories of the man she loved. And right now, White Vision is just not that man, and he might never be. So it kind of makes sense to end the show by showing what happens to the Vision she creates, and not by going back to White Vision. And besides, it does keep us hooked for future Marvel projects, like we weren't already. Where did White Vision go? We last see White Vision with his memories restoring taking off, and we don't know what happens to him next. Having regained his memories must have taken a lot to take in, so it does make sense that he needed some time. One fan theory is that he ended up going to Wakanda, and to me this kind of makes some sense. He now knows that they have the technology there to completely fix him. And this was also the last place where he was before he died. Remember, the battle in Infinity War happened in Wakanda, so it's where he would have had his last memory. And with that being said, if he wanted to start putting things back together and retrace his steps, Wakanda would be the eventual place to go. But on the other side, that all depends on him having any interest in regaining his past self. If he doesn't care and has gone completely evil, then there wouldn't be any reason for him to go back to Wakanda at all. Plus, for all we know, he might just be chilling somewhere until he could unleash an evil plan in the world. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what Marvel writers have in store for us. So, when will we see White Vision returning? There have been a lot of new Marvel projects announced, but none of them have ever mentioned Paul Bettany's involvement, so we don't know where he's going to pop up next. We do know that Wanda, now known as the Scarlet Witch, will have an important role in the new Doctor Strange movie, so it could be where the White Vision will meet his next appearance. But again, we don't know if he's going to have the same attachment to Wanda that he used to have, so his next big project might not even include her. If he did end up going to Wakanda, it might even be in the next Black Panther movie that the White Vision will return. As always, Marvel's going to keep us guessing, and we'll just have to go along with the ride to find out all the answers. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, we'll see you later.